Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. As you can see behind me, I got the Kubota M7060 hooked up to the 10-foot brush hog. I think that's a 3010. Yeah, RCF3010 from Landpride. Great brush hog. And then we got the forks hooked up as well. So what we're going to be doing, got some brush hogging to do. And then on top of that, the protein bucket I put out for the two steers, they have not touched it. I don't even think they've licked it a single time. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to the rest of the herd and give them a little bit of protein to eat on, nib on, lick on, all that good stuff. They're still being fed twice a day. They're at the trough now eating. Both of them putting on pretty good weight. If y'all are following the short clip series, y'all can see how much weight they're putting on day by day. Really wish I had a weight scale to weigh them every day or weigh them maybe once a week just to kind of figure out how much weight they're putting on during a time period, like actual weight. But we ain't got one yet. We're gonna get one in the future. We got a lot of other stuff we got to get before we get that though. So we got the hay. Last videos y'all saw. Last time I talked to that guy was last time I got hay, and at that point in time he said it's gonna be about 3 more weeks before we had more hay, or he cut hay again. It's been about a week, so we'll have to see. But anyway, we're gonna go grab the protein bucket. And then we'll start brush hogging. I'm going to brush hog this next section right there. Basically knock it down. Ought to be a pretty good little video because that stuff's pretty tall. I think it's been about 2 years since I brush hogged it yet. And yeah, it's pretty good tall stuff. I want to knock it all down because that's probably the next section I'm going to fence in. My original plan to fencing in this L section next with the electric wire. Probably going to do it as well soon-ish. Waiting on money to free up, and about time we have money to really spend on that stuff. These guys are probably going to be going to the butcher within a week, so I don't know if I want to do the L section next, because when I do it, basically I'll have to open up this whole area, the section they're on now, plus the L section to the herd, which is not a bad deal, but it won't be great for like rotational grazing unless I put them on this 6 acres and just lock them in there, which is an option too. So alright, let's go get stuff done. Alright, let's go see if we can find this thing in all these grass weeds over here. Alright, so with the 2 steers right there and the rest of the herd here, I didn't want to risk opening this gate. We do have electric fence right here to kind of keep them over there, but that is not energized right now, and I don't want to risk the whole herd coming running out. So I did what I did. It worked out, panned out really good. You can see they're getting after that protein. All in all, looking pretty good. So all right, I'm gonna open this is what we're brush hogging today. I'm gonna open up this little electric fence gate right here that you can't see, and we'll start brush hogging. Got a few passes done. Basically, I just went back and forth on this straight piece. This is the section we're going to be brush hogging today. I think it's been roughly 2 years since I brush hogged it. It's definitely past due. So what I'm going to do is, I was going to show you all the cows. Herds done been hitting this protein bucket pretty hard. So I cleaning it up pretty good. We did spill a little bit earlier over here. When I went to go get it, I accidentally bumped it over, and then I couldn't really get the forks around it, and so I picked it up, brought it to an area where the grass wasn't, 4 foot tall, and did everything there. But as y'all can tell, the herd's doing pretty good. These guys are going to slaughter September 16th. So on that day, we'll have to get them back over here, get them in our little makeshift corral, load them up. Then when I leave out, I'm gonna let the herd into this section over here, and they'll be able to knock all that down. And I'll leave them in there, or leave that open for probably a week, maybe 2 weeks, because all that stuff's pretty tall. And then I'll load them into this area here, which is the smaller section. Definitely got some good grasses over here that I've kind of mowed down just now to get all this stuff. So, but anyway, let me. I just wanted to show y'all that you know, they are eating this protein bucket. Not too sure why the steers weren't that interested. Probably because they had all the feed and they didn't need the extra protein. Versus these guys, I'm not feeding, so they'll take whatever protein they can get. All right, I'm gonna get this electric wire put back up. Alright, so this is what we're going to be focusing on today. I can tell it's pretty tall. Got quite a bit of stuff to munch through. It's been about 2 years since I brush hogged all this. But y'all can see that's what it looks like after it's done. So kind of give you an idea of what the pasture's going to look like here in a minute. Well, I didn't get that floaty the other day. Y'all watched a couple videos back. We've been looking for this floaty for a while. It came from our swimming pool, which is, you can barely see the roof of the house right there. Throw this guy on the other side of this fence. Still at the protein bucket. So we got our first pass done all the way around. So whenever I brush hog this, I always start off going counterclockwise. Basically, I keep that right door to the trees. The reason I do that is if I ever got to get out of the tractor for some reason, my left door, which is the door you come in and out of that tractor with, is wide open, or nothing's blocking it. And then after my first pass, my second pass, I flip around and start going clockwise. That way, if I do got to get out of the tractor, I'm getting out and cut grass instead of this. So, but it's doing a pretty good job. Let's get back to it. Gotten tall in 2 years. Nothing the Kubota can't do though. We definitely brush hog things worse than this with this tractor. So. It's cleaned it all up really well. finish this field here. Getting ready to show y'all what it looks like now. Looks pretty good. Alright, this is what we ended up with. Tell it looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. We got a couple twigs here and there of stuff that just got left, which is fine. Plan on brush hogging this field again in the near future. So I'm gonna fence it in. Basically, I'll come off that T-post, come around, and then come into the ball bar with the electric wire. That's gonna let these cows come in here and graze what little bit of grass there is to graze, and they'll spread their manure, and we'll start improving the soil more than what it is. We got this little island here that's just a bunch of little trees and brush and stuff. That's actually a big hill right there. Kind of debating on what to do with that. I could just take a couple of days and cut all that down, pile it up and burn it, and I guess level out the hill. Or I could leave it there for the cows to have shade, which for the electric fence that'd be good because they won't be able to get into the woods around once I have the electric fence put in. But eventually I'm going to ball bar all this in. Is actually on the other side. I have another field on the other side of them trees, and the ball bar will run that way. And so they'll be able to get into the woods. So at that point in time, that won't matter as much. Third option I got to thinking about is leave it there, and I could build a deer stand in there, like a little box stand, so that it's kind of covered by all the trees and blends in a little bit better. It's definitely a future problem, not a right now problem. It's not hurting anything. So this is what it looks like. Looks good. So that's gonna be it today, guys, for this video anyway. I got another little area that I'm gonna go brush hog and make another video out of it. It's getting kind of late in the day, so I'm gonna go do a small little section and talk about our next adventure after that one. But this turned out really well, and we'll probably be fencing this in probably next month. We'll get it fenced in and we'll let these guys out on it. We got the steers. We'll be going to butcher September 16th. So once that happens, we'll let the herd into the field that the steers are in, and then we'll be able to fence this in and let the herd into this area again. So, all right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for joining me on the farm today.